Question 1. Alima plans to renovate her house in 5 years and estimates the renovation cost to be 80,000 ringgit. She currently has 50,000 ringgit in her account and consider two options. First, she wants to invest the 50,000 ringgit at 5.6% interest per year, compounded semi-annually, or she can take a contractor's offer to lock in guaranteed renovation package for 78,000 ringgit if she pays the full amount upfront in 5 years. Based on the compounded interest investment in option 1, will Alima accumulate enough fund after 5 years to cover the guaranteed package price? Give your reason. So, the answer for this question is we will use the compound interest formula, which is S is equal to P, open bracket, 1 plus I, close the bracket, to the power of N. The principal we can see here is 50,000 ringgit. For the I, we will seek for a percentage that given to the question. For an example, for this question, 0.056 over 2. And the N formula is 2 multiplied by 5. So, we take all the information to the formula. So, we can get the S is equal to 50,000, open bracket, 1 plus 0.056 over 2, close bracket, to the power of 2 multiplied by 5. And so, we can get the S for the total amount is 65,000 ringgit, 902 ringgit and 39 cents. So my answer is, in 5 years, Alima does not get the amount that she wants to renovate her house because she only received 65,000 ringgit, 65,902 ringgit 39 cents instead of 78,000. For question 2, a parent wants to save her daughter's university fees, estimated to be 40,000 ringgit. The parents have 22,000 ringgit to invest. If the financial company they choose offers 6.4% interest compounded monthly, what is the minimum investment duration required to them to afford their daughter's university fees? So the S we can get for the information is 40,000 ringgit. The principal or the initial amount is 22,000 ringgit. R is 0.064 and it is compounded monthly. So we will be using the formula S is equal to P, open bracket, 1 plus I, close the bracket, to the power of N. So we put 40,000 is equal to 22,000, open the bracket, 1 plus 0.064 over 12, close the bracket, to the power of 12 multiplied by T. So in this equation, we must use log. For my answers, I put log 10 in both sides. First, we must divide 40,000 and 22,000 first. And then we can get 20 over 11. So we put log to the both side. We got log 10, 20 over 11 is equal to 12t log 10. Open bracket, 377 over 375. So we get 12t is equal to log 10, 20 divided by 11 divided by log 10, 377 divided by 375, and we can get the total amount of T, which is 9.37 years. So the answer is the minimum investment duration required is estimated 9.4 years in order to achieve 40,000. For question 2b, if another company offered 8% interest compounded quarterly, should they choose that company or remain with their first choice? Why? So the thing that are changed in this question is the rate, which is 0.08, and then it is compounded quarterly. So we use the same formula as above. 40,000 is equal to 22,000. Open bracket, 1 plus 0.08 over 4. Close the bracket, to the power of 4 multiplied by T. So we need to find T, right? So we must use the rule of log. So we move the 22,000 to the 40,000. We divided it, and it will become 20 over 11. Put log on both sides, so it can get log 10, 20 over 11 is equal to 4t log 10, 51 over 50. And then 4t is equal to log 10, 20 over 11 over log 10, 51 over 50. And then we can get 40 is equal to 30.18978,198. And then we divided it by 4, and we can get the t is 7.547 years. So the answer is they should choose the company that offers 8% interest that compounded quarterly, because they can achieve 40,000 ringgit with shorter period, which is estimated 7.6 years to afford their daughter's university fees.
Now I'm going to talk about question 3. Okay, for the question 3, this is the classification for question 3. For first 3 years, this is the P, I, and S. After 3 years with withdrawal, there is another P and an S. For question A, how to find original interest rate K is, we need to use S2 equation. In S2 equation, we need to replace S2 and S1. After we replace it, we can solve it and we can find K. By using this step, we can find K. The final answer is 8.8. For question B, how to find balance after the withdrawal. First, we need to find maturity value for first 3 years, and then we need to subtract it with 4,500. So this is the equation, how to find balance after the withdrawal. We need to replace K from the A answer, and then after we solve it, the answer is 31,936 and 2 cents. For question C, how to find total interest, and for 4 years, we need to use the formula, which is S minus P. S for 4 years is S2, and P is balance after the withdrawal. So the answer is 12,990 and 38 cents.
So next, we are moving to question 4. For question 4A, we need to determine the principal loan amount. Principal loan amount is initial sum of money borrowed in a loan or investment without any fees or extra costs. In this case, Miss Chen used 385,000 ringgit to buy a piece of land, and with a down payment of 38,000 ringgit. So, we take the 385,000 ringgit and minus with the 28,000 ringgit. So, the partial loan amount is 357 ringgit. For the question 4B, the question asks for monthly repayment amount. We can use formula R equal to AI over the in the bracket 1 minus in the bracket 1 plus I close in the bracket the power of negative n when close the bracket. So, A equal to 350,000 ringgit, I equal to 0.052 over 12, and n equal to 264. So the answer for this for the question 4B is 2,272 ringgit 76 cents. In question 4C, we need to calculate the amount that due on the 4th month. The formula that we are going to use is S equal to R times in the bracket 1 plus I, the power of n minus 1 over I. R is 2,272 ringgit 76 cents, while I is 0.052 over 12, n equal to 4. So the answer for the question 4C is 9,150 ringgit 30 cents. Moving to the question 4D. The question asks, does standard balance if Miss Chen make the full settlement 7 years before the loan mature? In this case, the n are going to be 7 times 12, that equal to the 84. The R and I will be the same. The formula is A equal to R times 1 minus in the bracket 1 plus I, the power of negative n with over I. The answer for this question is 1,059 ringgit 737 and 68 cents. For the last question 4E, it asking for the total interest paid during the loan. The formula that I'm going to use is I equal to R times n minus A. But for this case, I will add the answer from the question 4D, as Miss Chen make the full payment for the 7 years before the loan mature. So the formula will be I equal to R times n plus A 7 minus A. For the answer, it's going to be 2011 834 ringgit 48 cents. In question 5, the question asking for the number of years that Maya going to need to prepay for the full balance. First, we need to list the info. Since it's a loan, we are going to use A, and there are down payment of 10%. We are going to subtract it with the amount, with the initial amount. So we are going to get A equal to 8,325. R, the monthly payment, are going to be 173 ringgit 81 cents. The I are going to be 0.0535 over 12, and n equal to 12 times t. So the formula that we are going to use is A equal to R times 1 minus in the bracket 1 plus I, the power of negative n over I. After a bit of counting, we are going to use logs, because we need to bring down the negative n power. This way, we are going to get the n, which is 54. After that, we are going to compare it with the 12t. So the answer for the years is going to be 4.5 years.
I hope you enjoy watching our video.
Thank you for watching our video.
Bye bye.